Hey guys, what's up? Son of Chelsea, back here again for 100% Chelsea for another edition of Let's Talk Chelsea. So many Chelseas, but we are here today in a transfer heavy edition of Let's Talk Chelsea. Mostly, as you know, January transfer window and all the news, all the rumours, but we do have some other stories as well to discuss. Yesterday, because this kind of is coming a day late, usually Let's Talk Chelsea goes up on Thursdays, but we're here on Friday. Yesterday, we discussed Didier Drogba potentially returning to Chelsea as a coach, so you can go and check it out. It's a two-part discussion between me and Eunice. Very interesting discussion, so go and check it out. That would be cool. And yeah, let's get into Let's Talk Chelsea. First story is away from transfers. It comes from Cobham. This kind of story kind of blew up yesterday afternoon when the Mirror reported it. That was where I first saw it. About Oscar and Diego Costa having a bust up at training. There were some heavy challenges during the training session yesterday. Were put in by Oscar on Costa, and then Costa retaliated, and then there were some heated words exchanged. And I just want to kind of, the reason I put this in here, I really didn't, because I think it's such a waste of time, this story. Usually, like, the whole kind of story and the agenda behind it is like, well, there's still problems continuing at Chelsea. The story ends with, it's reported that both Oscar and Costa walked off the training ground, hugging each other, you know, were sharing jokes with each other, and everything was fine. So pretty much, the story's pointless. Now, from what I've seen from this now is like you've seen Alan Smith in the Telegraph have made articles on it already. It's like barely like hours gone, and it just shows you that when it's ever to do with Chelsea, it's just a different set of ideas, you know. And I'm not sitting here and saying conspiracy, but it's just like, what's the point? The story is quite clear. I'm sure this sort of thing happens across the country at training grounds. Two athletes, it was apparently an intense training session. Those were the words they used. And that's what happens. You fall out with people. You fall out with your best mates. That's just what happens. There's always going to be a miscommunication or something happens and you fall out with someone. But as they said, it's just, for me, it's just an absolute ridiculous story. It's like there's just no, like, the reason I've discussed it is to prove how stupid it is. And you can go and check out the articles. Alan Smith did like an article on it, and it proves how stupid it is. It's just like it's a waste of time for me. Moving on to transfer news. Very kind of mixed. There aren't any really concrete stories out there. Other than Texera, there really isn't anyone else. Jamie Vardy, which I'll start off with, is apparently being monitored by Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea, reported by Sky Sports. Now, when I hear the word monitored, that to me just assumes that the player is interested. Now, if you go and read the article, it explains absolutely nothing. It just says, the title is Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea are monitoring Jamie Vardy's situation. Goes on to explain Jamie Vardy's season. Nothing else. Pretty much just a non-story. It's just linking all the clubs. And to be honest, from Sky, that's something I'd expect from the Metro. Next is about Radamel Falcao. It looks like his loan deal from Monaco will be cut short. It looks like Radamel Falcao will be out the door at Chelsea. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, guys. Pretty much, I mean, you think of he's going to go down in like the list of players who just like, what a waste of a signing, you know. Basically, barely featured in Chelsea. One goal against Crystal Palace. We ended up to lose that game. So, really, Falcao was a great player, but he goes on the list of players who we've bought that are past their prime. The final story is the biggest one of this episode, and it is about Eden Hazard apparently wanting now to leave Chelsea. Apparently, he's decided to leave Chelsea for Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been reported, as expected, to come in with big bids. There's been 100 million touted, 90 million, all of that. And yeah, it looks like he might be off in the summer. And I think this is something that most people have assumed, down to Hazard's performances. Some people think he looks disinterested, the problems he had with Mourinho. I've heard different reports. Some reports say that he's already decided that he wants to leave. Other reports are saying that he's going to wait until the end of the season to see if Chelsea, who Chelsea's new permanent manager is, because of course Gus Hiddink is obviously probably most likely not going to be the permanent manager past May. And also there have been reports that apparently Gareth Bale will be making his return to the Premier League. So let me know, guys, would Gareth Bale be a suitable replacement for Eden Hazard? If Chelsea went in there and said, hey, we'll give you Eden Hazard, but you give us Gareth Bale, would that suit a lot of Chelsea fans? I personally would very much like to see that happen. Sure, I don't want to see Eden Hazard leave. I don't want to see any Chelsea player leave, especially one of his talent and being able to watch him play football at his best. But it does look like his head's turning when Real Madrid come calling. When Zidane comes in, who's a big admirer of Eden Hazard, now a manager at Real Madrid. Will that make a big impact? I don't know. But 100 million, would Chelsea turn that down? I really don't think any club would turn that down. So that has been it for this edition of Let's Talk Chelsea. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Son of Chelsea. Also, go and check out my YouTube channel, Son of Chelsea, in the link below. Do Chelsea videos, football discussions, FIFA videos, and much more. But also, make sure to subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All the social media links for the channel will be in the description box below. Also, later today, there will be a Chelsea versus Scunthorpe preview from Eunice, previewing the weekend's game. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good Friday, and I'll see you again.
100% Chelsea. Hello everyone. I'm here with Son of Chelsea, Daniel, and we're here going to talk about Didier Drogba.